We're still on verbal or audio-wise. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Very good. So, what you guys are seeing here. Why don't you give us a little bit of context about where we're at and what we're looking at?
Okay, so this is kind of a test bed for some of the prototyping that we're doing on the MMO side of things. So again, like a lot of this stuff is pretty functional. It's not flashy, but again, we've taken a lot of the work that we've progressed on with the Alpha 1 Phase 1 and kind of pulled it all into where the MMO is going to go.
Now, something we're seeing here, and this is so you're actually right now you're in a part of the map that is in phase 2, and this location. There's some weather moving through here.
Yeah, so this is one of the things that we're prototyping right now is the weather system and trying to get that integrated into all of our other systems and making sure that we have, when it rains, what can happen.
Right.
And so you might see up here a giant spider demon, and he has emerged from his now flooded cave.
Because of the weather system.
Because of the weather system.
Absolutely.
And he is going to find a new home or maybe find another
And
node.
weather's dynamic in the world. Like you'll start to see these puddles forming in this area because of that rain, right?
Yeah.
And additionally, this fog has become a little bit more prevalent because of the rain system that's moving through.
Yeah.
So that's a way that we provide a dynamic element to the view of this world that can change throughout
Right.
the gameplay.
It's not just about the nodes, right? It's about the whole world, and we want the world to tell a story beyond just looking pretty. So actions have consequences, even when those actions are weather.
Right, absolutely. So here you're seeing a little bit of tab targeting. You might also recognize some skills from the Battle Royale testing. They like that teleport. And that's because, again, as we've said in the past, when people say, how much time has this taken out of the MMO? It's the same skill systems, right? We're just placing them in an action mode versus a integrated a hybrid mode, right? So this has some basic elements. You guys, by the way, don't judge the work in progress on the skill effects. I know they're a little bright. Additionally, the UI is a bare minimum here, so also don't judge the UI there. But this is kind of showing you guys a little bit of basically the phase 2 world.
Yeah.
What are we fighting here?
So we're fighting some mushrooms, and you can see that when it's on Jeffers, I'm the tank. All of my my sword swings are action-based, and then my other 2 skills are tab-based. So we're kind of already starting to work on that hybridization, trying to figure out how it all feels together, if it makes sense, and how to make it feel like one seamless system.
Right. So we were on a quest here.
Yeah.
What was this was the
we were going to go to the town. We're going to go find. I think his name was Hammerstill, something like that.
Okay.
And he's got some things he wants us to do.
Right. We were taking a letter to Hallister. Was it
Yeah,
Hallister? In
that is
Garmin.
Hallister.
Right. In Garmin. So some other. Whoops. There we go. Sorry. Some other interesting aspects of. Some other interesting aspects of this gameplay here is that this is the beginning of some of the class kits that we're actually compiling for the castle sieges, right? So you see here 2 DPS kits, 1 magic, 1 archery, and then the other one is the tank. I think you're on the tank, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So there's we don't have the full skill system in this video, but we're using some of the base skills that might be present in the castle sieges.
Again, this is just a prototypey kind of area that we're testing weather in. So again, it's just kind of the bare minimum to make sure that everything's working the way we expect it to, and that the knockoff effects aren't going to break anything or explode nodes or anything like that.
And one of the other interesting things is you'll also notice that time of day here is dynamic as well. So right now is kind of like a nighttime. There's some stars in the sky. But the time of day will be functional in phase 2 as well. So you'll see transition, dynamic lighting transition with the time of day. This is optimized. Excuse me. The graphical settings here are on medium, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's why it may not appear epic quality. I think we had the scalability change for the settings down to medium, but that's something we're also working on as well. 'Tis bright for night, I noticed.
That has to do with some of the volumetric lighting and the fog kind of like amplifying it. So yeah.
Very cool. What do we got?
I think there's some spiders we're gonna run into here soon. They're gonna give us a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
We didn't want to die.
So, I mean, as you guys are seeing here, you know, with the MMO world and prepping for phase 2, you know, this is not this is stuff that keeps on chugging, keeps on going.
We don't stop.
Right.
Not an Intrepid.
Absolutely. You've been Intrepid student.
You know, everything is kind of built like the node system, right? Like everything kind of helps everything else. We are getting good, valuable numbers and good, valuable feedback in terms of, you know, how to make this the best it can possibly be. And the Arena really has been informing everything else that we've been doing in terms of like what feels good, what kind of doesn't feel good, what we should cut, what we should keep. So again, it's about, you know, taking all that data, using that data, and making a better game with it.
Yep. Somebody said, "Is that the wand of light?" I think I did have a wand equipped.
You did. Yes.
Swapped, I think.
I swapped over to a wand. I love the ice effect when I
Yeah, you
teleport.
know, that was not something we'd ever see in the Battle Royale because of the
Right.
class kits, but
Yes.
you know, when we put it into a class, like it kind of turned into a really cool ability, and
Yes.
we might take that and use it in the future. Or
Yeah.
just let that happen, right? That
Right.
kind of emergent, like, interaction between different types of skills is something we really want to have, and so I think it's a cool example of how things work where we don't even expect them to.
Yes. Yeah. The rain stopped.
The rain did stop.
The rain did stop.
Rain is over.
think
I can
know.
almost smell it.
I think there were some audio cues actually because of the rain. It was kind of windy when we were playing, I noticed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we have audio on this clip for. Oh, nice, Peter.
Oh man, I love
Peter's
cat
using the
balls
cat
so
ball
much.
boost. Yeah, very good, Peter. That's good. So we're entering up to a stage 3 node here, right?
Yep.
We're entering into a village. So in our phase 2 internal server, this area has been developed to a village stage. So
Right.
there's NPCs here, and that's who we're connecting with because of that, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. I think I might have been distracted by a shop. I think you were telling me
I was
to
like,
go
hey,
to the.
I think
look,
me and
this guy's
Steve
over
I'm like,
here.
we need to test the
And
quest.
Susan's like, no, I want to go
I'm
buy
like,
stuff.
listen, I need.
And he's like,
need
no.
some gear.
I know he looks exactly like the quest giver, but come on over here.
Oh no, that's funny. Okay, yeah. So we meet with this dude. Right now,
Quests.
you also see. I think we keyed for internal testing purposes. The space bar and tab are accepted.
Yeah, just for quick.
Right. Quick, get that up and running. Very cool. Oh, updated quest. Nice. Yeah, I like this area. It's a little dark, but
It's a
it's,
little
hey,
dark,
it's
it feels
Halloween.
moody, and it was, that was one of the reasons why we picked this.
Why, like this area. Yes, absolutely. Oh,
Well,
I
it's also got a
know why
mausoleum
else we
there, too.
picked was because the quest had a cemetery
Yeah.
at the end.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Very
Spoiler.
good. Unbelievable. Oh, I love it.
Steven can't stop teleporting.
I know. I'm just. You know why? Because we didn't have a cooldown
I
on
know.
that.
Well, you know,
Well,
So I was just teleporting everywhere, which was a lot of fun. I gotta admit.
no, I mean, I love stuff like that. You know, I think games should be fun, and I think that, you know, traversal is a big part of that, and having your character move across the world in interesting ways is a great way to do that, and keep people engaged. There's a lot
Yeah.
of travel in this game, and so, you know, we want to make sure that it's punchy and feels good, and
Mhm.
you know, has that kind of, you know, magical effect, that
Yeah.
it's, you know, not just, I'm gonna run over here.
Right.
I'm gonna run over here.
There's a lot of fog in this area. It's scary.
It is.
Yeah.
It's gotten a little bit darker.
We. Oh, nice. Peter.
He's like, wait, I
Peter, what's happening? You know, we need to change the animation on that fall so that it's like a more calculated land.
yeah, I wanted to do a superhero land.
Yes.
Our animators haven't really
Yeah.
had time to touch that.
Right.
yet.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna say every time he's jumping, he's like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
I actually hear that voice in my head.
I like it. So one of the cool and exciting things about phase 2, as we get through phase 1 and approaching that phase 2, is just having that massive world, that open world.
Yep. And then trying to make that world just feel like it's lived in, that
Right.
there's history there,
change.
there's stories to be told.
Yes.
Yeah.
And changing in real time. That's part of what I love about the weather system is that, you know,
Yeah, it's weird. It adds a lot to kind of what you're feeling in the game that
Yeah.
you don't almost notice. So I'm pretty excited about where we're at with that.
don't judge my teleportation.
No, that frozen track with
Is-
synergy is
isn't that
so
great?
good.
I love it.
Gonna have to nerf them.
No, no, why? These are some slave-born zombie birds.
Yeah.
Also
Yeah,
fitting for
so they moved in. Once this node hit level 3, they moved in, kind of took it over. And so your job is to push them back. Let the people who have interred their loved ones here get some rest.
Absolutely. Yeah. Someone had mentioned our city's going to look all the same. No, cities will look very different, even at the same stage.
Yeah.
There is a lot of the way we've built those nodes to progress takes into account a lot of different aspects to present a different.
Right. You know, you've got node type, you've got node race, you've got the location. So all those things feed into how the layout is decided, feed into, you know, what kind of buildings are appropriate there, and
And
kind
which
of-
buildings actually get built.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. Again, about the effects, you know, these effects right now are toned for the phase 1.
Yeah.
But they will be adjusted for the MMO, so they won't be as bright and
Right.
flashy. Additionally, we want to put some customization in where you can tone down those effects.
Right, or change
yourself.
them, or, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. Channel you can kind of adjust. You just pull that
I
slave
did.
one?
He was chasing me.
Oh, did you?
You're kind
You
of
don't
guys
have
around the
teleport.
room.
You have a charge.
I do.
Nice. This is kind of like teleport. You just need a target. Not cool.
Hey. Get a buff charge.
That's right, Nerf Blink buff charge.
Oh man.
Tank is new meta.
Yeah. We're gonna have, by the way, a Q&A session at the end of this stream, so be prepared for that. Let's see. Oh, did we won this fight, right?
We did.
That's
We were successful.
There's the one.
He's
Oh,
pulled
there's
out
the
wand
one. Hey, look at that. Lit him up. Love it. Very cool.
All right. I think that's
I think
that's
that
pretty
is
much the
it.
end. Yeah.
All right, so that was